Good morning, children. So now we are going to discuss types of forces. Basically, we are considering there are two types of forces. First is the contact forces, and the second category is a non-contact force. Non-contact forces. So contact forces means forces acting on an object by the method of a direct contact. Such types of forces are known as contact forces. Non-contact forces means forces exerted on an object without any direct contact. Such types of forces are known as non-contact forces. So when we are considering the case of contact forces, we are saying that the contact forces means forces exerted on an object by the method of direct contact. So such forces are known as contact forces. When we are considering the case of contact forces, we can say that in the case of we can consider the examples as contact forces as a muscular force. We can say that muscular force. Muscular force is an example for a contact force. Or in the case of frictional force is an example for a contact forces. So when we are considering the case of a muscular force, the force is exerted by the muscles of your body. Such types of forces are known as muscular forces. For example, I want to lift this object. We can see that when we are lifting this object, our muscles are exerting force on this object. Such types of forces are known as muscular force. So, muscular force means force exerted by the muscles of your body. That is a contact force only. So, such types of forces are known as muscular forces. Now, when we are considering the case of a frictional force, second type of a force for a contact force is considered as a frictional force. Suppose we are considering the situation as one body is moving over the another surface, another body, or tries to move over the another surface. You can see that when one body is moving over the another body, always there is a opposite force is developing between these two objects, and such forces are known as frictional forces. So frictional force is always acting in the opposite direction of the motion of the object. And remember always, this frictional force is occur because of the irregularities between the two surfaces. The surfaces are not smooth. So there are some irregularities between the surfaces. Because of these irregularities between the surfaces only, frictional forces are existing. So frictional force is also an example for contact forces. Now we are coming to the second category of this force, that is known as a non-contact force. So non-contact force means forces acting on an object or forces exerted on an object without any direct contact. Such types of forces are known as non-contact force. For example, in this case we can see that non-contact force means a gravitational force. Gravitational force is an example for a non-contact force. Or we can say that magnetic force is an example for a non-contact force. Or one more example, we can see that electrostatic force. Electrostatic force is an example for a non-contact force. Let us see what is this gravitational force. You know that suppose I drop this object from a certain height. You can see that this pen I dropped. It is falling in the downward direction. It will not go in the upward direction. Why this is falling in the downward direction? Of course, something is acting, something is attracting this object in the downward direction. That means the earth exerting every object towards earth exerting a force on every object towards its center. So such types of forces are known as gravitational force. And remember, gravitational force is not only existing between the earth and object. It is existing between every object in the universe. So we can consider the situation as any two objects which is having masses m1 and m2. So if you are considering these two objects, of course, you can see that there is a gravitational force is existing between these two objects. That means gravitational force is existing between any two objects in the universe. And this gravitational force depends on certain factors. It is depends on mass of this object, masses of this object, and also it is depends on suppose d is the distance between these two objects. So it is also depends on the distance between the two objects. So these are some of the factors in which a gravitational force is depend. Now we are concerned the situation of another types of a non-contact force, that is known as a magnetic force. Have you seen magnets? So I can show that this is the case of a magnet. You can see that there are two poles. One is a north pole and another is a south pole. You can see. So in the case of this magnet, if I am showing this magnet towards some metals, you can see that iron metals. You can see that this magnet is attracting this object. So see that. So this is exerting force on the another object without any contact. So such types of forces are known as a non-contact force, and this magnet is exerting force on this metal-like objects. So these forces are known as a magnetic force. And in this case, you can see that suppose if you are considering one more magnets. So forces are existing between these two magnets. You can see that. So this way you can show that in this case they will attract. If I am bringing these two poles together, you can see that if you are bringing these two poles together, you can see that they will show a repulsion. That means if you are bringing two like poles together, you can see that if you are bringing two like poles together, they will never come together. You can see that. So if you are bringing two like poles together, they will show a repulsion. You can see that these are the like poles. So they will show a repulsion. At the same time, you can see that the one north and the south pole is there. That means unlike poles are coming, they will show a attraction. So in this case also magnetic force is experiencing. So like poles will show a repulsion, and unlike poles will show attraction in the case of a magnet. Now we are concerned with third types of a force. In the case of a non-contact force, that is known as electrostatic force. Electrostatic force. In order to understand this force, we can consider the case of an example. Suppose if you are rubbing a scale, plastic scale on your hair, on your body, and if you are keeping this scale over the small bits of paper, you can see that this bits of paper is attracted by this scale. Why this scale is attracting these bits of paper? Because when you are rubbing this plastic scale on your body, on your hair, so this by the method of rubbing, friction, this scale is acquiring some charges. That is known as what is that? Static charge, electrostatic charge. And this charge having property to exerting force on the other object. So such types of forces are known as electrostatic force. So we can say that electrostatic force means a charged body can exert a force on another uncharged body or a charged body. Such types of forces are known as electrostatic force.